Yo, how are we guys? Monday, new stream. Let me turn this down a little bit. New stream. We're already in a trade that was taken this morning. Just a short from literally right here that I will show you guys now. We are running it just down to these lows here. Little small scalp to start the day off, and yeah, build up a little bit of buffer in the accounts. What happened with our Blue Guardian account? As you can see, we've passed it last week. Oh, you won't be able to see it actually, but if you can see over here, we're funded. It's funded now. Alright, so we passed the account, we're now funded on the Blue Guardian account. I bought another 2 of them. So this is the master account, and now we are copy trading 2 more challenges. With this is top 1 futures that we're going to basically trade this week, grow, and yeah, this is the footprint that we were looking at this morning to take this trade here. and as usual we get a 4 out of 4 high. Okay, it's not as good just because we've only got one trap buyer in the delta here and one aggressive seller here. I prefer two, but without doubt it's still a 4 out of 4. We've got under 100 on the high, we've got a negative imbalance, we've got a trap buyer, and we've got a seller. So again, the candle as always playing out perfectly. We can hopefully take it down to the low. You won't be able to see this, but I'm using a little bit of bitmap as well, and there's just liquidity sitting down around 61, 62 and 61.50. so 61.62, which is here, and 61.50, which should be about this low here. So there's liquidity sitting around this area here, so we will look to get out once we see signs around here. But again, we are overall bullish on the day, so I'm still looking for this high here to go. EMAs are bullish, but I don't, again, if you watched the videos last week, when I come to the chart in the morning here and I say to myself, can this low, so when I come to the chart at 3 o'clock, okay, can I say to myself, is this low going to be the low of the day? Okay, well, if we look to the left a bit, we've got a failure swing here. We've failed to take out the low. There's no SMT with RB. We then look at the low down here. We failed to take this low, and we failed to take this low. Okay, so we've got 3 failure swings. So for me, what I do then is I can then short down to the areas where I think we're going to start moving higher. And that's exactly what's happened here. Okay, so once I've seen a sweep of this high here, and on the bitmap we're showing liquidity resting here, and I got the entry signal, then I take the short. Okay, we also have SMT here with RB. Okay, so there's SMT here, and we take out this high. So for me, it's good to short it down to this area here. We can actually probably go break even about now, protect our position, and yeah, we'll see if we can hit our TP. It would be a nice start to the day, $500, and then we can use this money for our main position to go long. What I'll do as well is I'll cover yesterday's trade. I did cover it though in a YouTube video, so if you haven't seen it, jump on and give it a watch. Yeah, crude yesterday, which was down here. Again, bullish. I was looking at, if we look at the phases of price, we've had an expansion and then we're retracing, leaving LR. So what is a retracement? It's a continuation signature. We sweep out the low, which is sitting here, and then we got our 4 out of 4 candle, which well, it was a 3 out of 4, but it had a couple of tier 2s, so it was a valid trade. Again, why did I not want to see this get run out? Because there was already SMT here. This low here actually took out these 2 lows on RB, so this low didn't need to go, but there was no SMT within here, so we'll take out the low and then we start trading higher. We got about up here, it was like 5-hour trade. I showed it, I posted it in the chat. But yeah, looking today, we are looking at bullish bias again, but again, I didn't trust that as the low of day, so we'll wait for the low day to get put in, and then we'll look to trade it higher. On to GBP, what are we seeing? We're bullish. EMAs are bullish. We just got our candle 2 closure yesterday, on Friday. Monday had an expansion day. You can expect another expansion day today. Draw out our 50%. We want to see of respect 50% and start pushing higher up to the highs. Already took that high out, but let's see, it's come up to here. So scaling on to the 50-minute, what do we see? We've got SMT here, so this can be the low of the day, which is pretty good. Looking at our footprint, there's just no entry out for us. Nothing really showing. Not really seeing aggressive buyers stepping in as of yet. So no trade here. Focusing on crude today, starting to move lower. Let's see how we go. I won't do that now actually. We'll just focus on our trading at the moment. Again, on the right here, you can just see it. That is RB. You can see it down the bottom here. But approaching the area that we want to get out at. Let's see if we can get down and hit TP. If anyone wants me to look at any charts, just please post in the chat and I'll be sure to look at it. Moving nicely. Should get down to these two lines that you can see on the footprint. 3 lines. So the liquidity's resting. Definitely down to here, I would say. That was yesterday. That's where I took the long from yesterday, by the way. Yeah, that was where I took the long from. That was a candle for long. So again, it's got a blocky order at the low, but we're under 100. Got trap sellers. We've got an aggressive buyer combined with buying imbalances, and yeah, that's why I took the trade. No, was that? I think it was this candle actually. Yeah, it was this candle. Yeah, it was. So we've got a blocky order at the low, trap seller under 100. We don't have a bullish imbalance, but we've got trap seller, so a seller imbalance. We've then got aggressive buyers in the body and shown by the imbalance, and then we've got the delta showing aggressive buyers, and then we just melted higher all day. Moving lower, quite nice. Then what we'll do is we're going to use these profits and look for a long throughout the rest of the day. That's where the liquidity is, in here. So we should definitely come back to this area. It's a trade, guys. Nice. That'll do us there, guys. Take that. So we have won our first trade. Now we'll look for longs once we then come into this area. So we need 2.6R 65 trade. That's how you trade. Okay, look how tight we can get a stop loss just by trading this system. So first trade is take profit. Now we'll look to see if we can get long within this. Again, we've got down to 150 is where there's liquidity resting. So we might take out this low and then look to go long. Sorry guys, I'm just posting this in the Discord. GBP pushing pretty nice, to be honest. No news today, so we're all good. I want to see more liquidity getting built up above. If you're not in the Discord, you're missing out, so join. Let's have a little look at what other pairs are doing. Natural gas, very bearish. Should we get an up here, remember? Something on this. We could be expecting a bullish day today. EMAs are bullish. We've had EBB pattern printed, so if we can stay above 50% here, you would look to find a little long within that and see how price goes. That is a perfect candle. On GBP, but it's not within an area. Well, you could probably take it, but I just don't like we've got all these sellers sitting down here and these imbalances. But that is the perfect candle. That if this was at a key level, so basically let's think about that being at a reversal point. This one candle, that is the best candle you can physically get. Everything in this candle is perfect. Let's see at the bottom, we've got trap sellers, we've got a bullish imbalance at the low, we've got under 100 on the sellers, we've got aggressive buyers, we've got a POC in the lower 3 ticks of the candle, the wick. We close above the POC, we have bullish imbalances on the upper half of the body. That is a perfect candle. If that's at a reversal point, I'm taking that full risk every single time. Crude, it looks like we got out at a very good area, starting to push higher. But again, if we look at the delta, the footprint here, we've got 211 sellers willing to sell price lower. Alright, so there's a good chance we're going to come back down, run out these lows one more time, and then we should start going a little bit higher. Bearish imbalances sitting in here, so I wouldn't be surprised to go lower again. I would not take this trade no matter what, just because of the lows sitting there. We get out perfect area. starting to push lower on crude, like we said, just a little bit lower, take out these lows into this lower area. I would prefer to then look for a bit lower. Again, any questions, just write them in the chat, please, guys. Oh, bit of news came out by the looks of it. Thank God we got out down here, or we were in a break-even trade. How's the bitmap looking for liquidity? That area down there at 6150 is getting even stronger, so still think we're going to come down here. Please like the stream, guys, if anyone that's in here. Nice strong push higher. Jeez, smashing. Yeah, well, looks like we've missed out on the long. Looking at the footprint, just we've got the candle is good. We've got a 3 out of 4. We've got a 2 out of 4. We've got trap sellers and buyers. We don't have an imbalance. We don't have under 100, so no trade here. We need at least 3, so we didn't miss out on anything. We're up into this imbalance. Price is just smashing through, so only thing we can really wait for is a retracement now. There's still that 6150 area has got a lot of liquidity wanting to get filled. me see why that spike happened. What is that? What news website called? Okay, I can't remember what it was called. Ah, I can't remember what it was called. That's annoying. Found it. Again, still think we're going to come back down to that. What's going on here? There we go. Oil. There we go. That's why oil went higher, guys. Iran's supreme leader says, "I don't think nuclear talks with the US will be successful." So we know Iran is one of the biggest producers of oil, and they've said that, so let's pump the price up. So there we go, guys. That's why that happened, but still 61.50 is where I think we will come to. Pushing lower. Still think it's going to come to the 50 level. Would I short it down there? No, because the news came out, we can still just rattle higher. Pushing lower. Anyway guys, I think that is going to be it. I don't think we're going to get another trade this morning. It's pointless me just staying on when there's not going to be a trade. Again, nothing here. I'd like to see it come down to the imbalance down here before seeing a long. We are bullish on GBP anyway for the day, but I'm not too sure what's going to happen. We might take out a little bit of liquidity here before pushing higher. Crude, I'd still like to see us come down to the 50 area to then look for a long. Until then, there's nothing for me to do. Been on for an hour, just about, and yeah, I think we will call it here for the day. I might come back if I see a setup presenting itself within the New York session, but for now there's no point in me just sitting on here, because the whole point is seeing me taking trades and stuff, and you're just sitting watching, and there's not much chat going on inside the chat box, so I'm just sitting here quiet, which is not fun for anyone to be doing. I could be doing other things, and so could you probably. So yeah, I will call it out here, and if I do see this crude coming back down, which it should do, just because there's just a lot of liquidity sitting there at the 50 area, so I would like to see us tap the 50, then fire away. So once we come down to this area, if it's within the New York session, I will come back online and go live again for the session and try and get a trade away for you. But again, we already have took one trade today, which was a nice short, which was a TP just from here. This short here, we got out that perfect area. Again, it's just a kind of, traders see that as a zone, don't they? That's why it's come down and we've reacted off it. Traders see that as a zone, but again, there's still liquidity sitting down here, so come down here, sweep up some money, and then it should start going. Okay guys, so that is all from me this morning. If you do have any questions, just join the Discord and ask it in the chat. The Discord's completely free. The link is in the YouTube profile. Go on, have a look at it, join if you want. It's totally free now, but I will be releasing my full course, full buys videos. There's some stuff that I don't teach on here that I use that will be released within the course. And yeah, there's nothing else for me. With this, I would monitor this to see if we can get a revert, like obviously one of our candles to show up and take it higher. But again, when you're trading this, it's going to take a lot longer for a candle to print, because it's in the London session. It takes a bit longer, so it would take at least another half an hour before we get an entry, I'd say. And yeah, crude's probably the main one that I would look at today. Just waiting for this retracement to then get involved. Not to say that we can't go higher from here, that's why I wouldn't know, because there's news that's just come out about Iran. That is why we've had this pump up. So for anyone that says that it's run on an algorithm, it's not, it's banks that run it. Okay, as you can see, as soon as that news came out, that get the big spike. Alright, so yeah, we'll monitor the 50 area. Again, like I said, if we're down here, I will come back on for the New York stream. Okay, but we will call it there, guys. Have a good day, happy trading, take care, don't do anything stupid, don't FOMO in. If the setup's not there, then don't take the trade. It's as simple as that. Alright, I'll speak to you all in a bit, guys.